Hi guys, it's me again. I've rearranged myself so that you can look right down the gullet of my cat here. So here's his nose right here and his little nostrils, okay? You can see how I've taken the mouth and opened it fully. I fractured the temporomandibular joint. I guess you'd say I dislocated it. And then I took those mandibles here and I fully broke that in half. All right, so then you can see all the way down the cat's mouth, in the mouth. Here again, I've got my incisors, 6 incisors on the front of a cat, canines, one here and one here. They have matching pairs on the bottom. Then we've got some premolars and molars in the cat. You can see that none of their teeth look like yours. There's none that are flat for grinding. These guys are carnivores, which means they rip and tear their food and basically swallow it whole. They don't grind it up first, okay? Then here I have in the yellow pin in something called the hard palate. If you run your tongue across the top of your mouth right now, you can feel that it's really hard, but if you keep going back, you'll run into the soft palate or the pharynx, okay? Same idea, soft palate or pharynx, and that's where my orange pin is here. So here's our hard palate, down into our soft palate. If I keep going, I have this blue pin in something called the epiglottis. I'm gonna remove the pin so that you can see it a little bit better. Right here, this flap. There's a flap, and it closes when you drink and eat so that stuff doesn't go down, that food and drink don't go down your trachea into your lungs, and it opens to allow air in, down into the trachea, okay? So when you say I went down the wrong tube, it's because your stinky little epiglottis here didn't close in time. Here's the tongue. If you listen, cat's tongue has little bristles on it. That's better. Cat's tongue has bristles on it like Velcro, and that's for cleaning and preening of its fur. I'm going to close this up now. And we can see the throat area on the cat. Up here above his fur is the larynx. That hard bubble part. Some of you called it the Adam's apple. We can see it a little bit better on our males right here. In humans, it enlarges during puberty. Vocal cords are stored in there, if you remember that. And that's why as it enlarges, their voice deepens. Right here is this cat's trachea. It's a good one, right? It's that tube where air goes in and down to the lungs. You can't see my lungs yet. They're a little bit off film. I'll show you in a second. But those lungs are fill up with air because of this trachea. It's got those cartilaginous C's in it, holding it open so that things don't fall shut and collapse like my rubber gloves. Okay. The other thing that's up here of note, and it's held to the urotrachea by fascia. So I pull it to the side here. Is your esophagus, or her esophagus. So here's her esophagus. It's a muscular tube that pushes the food downward, down toward her stomach. That esophagus goes only one direction, and unless, of course, you're puking and something violently bad is happening, but it should go one direction, and that's done with sphincters, right? Sphincter at the top, sphincter at the bottom, keeping everything moving in one direction. And that's the mouth and the throat of the cat.